Greetings guys, welcome back. This is Gleason's new standard map of the world. Now this is what they tell us is a projection map, and it's supposed to show us the spherical Earth, the ball Earth, but laid out flat, you see, so you can see it all. And if you bend the edges round, this white ice ring here will create Antarctica, yeah, underneath the Earth. On the top here we've got, well, the North Pole. We've got the Arctic Circle there. Stretching around the outside here we've got the Antarctic Circle. But doesn't that look suspiciously and conveniently like the flat Earth as described? Yeah, the Antarctic Circle, huh? How interesting. That's exactly what it appears to be to me. Goes all the way around, makes perfect sense, and it's got various locations marked off: Enderby Land, Kemp Land, yeah, Bud Land, Knox Land, Sabrina Land, and so it goes on. When we get down to the South Shetland archipelago, we have an island called Deception Island. You look that up. Deception Island. And this is a tourist location, and where scientific experiments are carried out. It's got various laboratories and so forth on there. But isn't that an interesting name? Deception Island, because of course this is where people are taken that want to visit Antarctica. You see, they're taken to Deception Island and told, here you are, you're on Antarctica, you can pitch your tent here and you can do your experiments here, and the military can carry out whatever exercises they need to carry out. So when people say, oh, my brother's in Antarctica at the moment, yeah, chances are he's on Deception Island, Bullshit Island for short, or any number of the other islands that you can see dotted about, yeah, that surround the flat Earth, like this wall of ice surrounds the flat Earth. Amazing, isn't it? Huh? Termination Land. Somebody's reached there and thought, well, this is it. This is where the Earth terminates, right here. Amazing, huge swathes of nothing. Just ice, look. Just a wall of ice. Look at that, folks. Look, the appearance of land. Perpendicular barrier of ice. You see, so somebody's come down here, probably Captain Cook, and found this wall of ice and thought, geez, he's travelled along it this way and that way probably, and thought, well, there's an appearance of land here, but I can't go any further. Yeah. Disappointment Bay. Oh dear. How disappointed do you have to be to give this name to a bay? Can't go any further. I'm so disappointed. Oh dear. Oh dear me. But if this does represent the flat plane rather than a projection of the ball Earth, then flights from Argentina to Australia should be the longest there is, I would think. There can certainly be no shortcuts. I mean, they would have to pass over, not quite over the North Pole, they don't necessarily have to, I mean, but I guess it depends which part of Australia they're going to, but for those calculating flight times and so forth, this would be the one to calculate, because clearly if the Earth is a ball, to go from Argentina to Australia, you'd simply pass over the South Pole, wouldn't you? Go straight over Antarctica. That's the quickest route. You wouldn't have to come all this way. But I think flights do come this way, don't they? In the bottom right hand corner is the December solstice, and it says on December the 21st the sun moves around the Tropic of Capricorn. Oh, the sun moves, does it? Oh, how interesting is that? And during the day lights up the southern portion of the Earth from the Arctic Circle to some portion of Antarctic ice. There is no sunlight beyond 80 degrees south, but unknown regions of ice. On the 23rd of December, the sun commences his northward journey again, returning to his starting place, and thus completes his seasons. Now, one of the arguments that people come up with is that this would in fact be round if it was a flat plane. You see, you wouldn't have this flat edge here, which suggests that it's actually rotating around a ball. But here it is on the Tropic of Capricorn, taking this path here, and you can see the illuminated bit here. Now, of course, the person that made this map, if it is a projection of a ball Earth, would of course make this flat, all right, to match the ball Earth model, because as I've said before, they come up with a theory first and then come up with the diagrams and the science and the mathematics to fit the theory. They don't do it the other way around, you see. But that's an interesting diagram in itself, and that's an interesting description in itself. If we move over here, we've got the June solstice, another diagram, we'll look at that in a second. In the figures June and December, the white represents the sun's position in his respective months at noon. Notice how they refer to the sun as a male, of course. This shows sunlight inside the Arctic Circle for 24 hours, from June the 21st. The sun moves around the tropics in a spiral circle, widening every day until it reaches its destiny on the southern or outer solstice on December the 21st. So here is the sun now on the Tropic of Cancer, taking this path here, and you can see this is the area of illumination, right, that completely covers the Arctic Circle for its entire rotation, but it says it takes this spiral path outwards, you see, and again it's got this flat side. But this is, you know, semantics. This could be round. This is just a diagram, don't forget. So, there we are. What does it prove? Well, you decide. It looks suspiciously like the model for a flat Earth to me. And let's see what it says at the top here. It says, as it is. And we have this pyramidical diagram here, look. Triangular drawing. With the sun where the capstone would be on the pyramid, look, with east. And then as we come over here, we've got south. And then north here. Scientifically and practically correct. So there we are. You must make your own mind up. Be interesting to see on here. 33. Where would 33 be? Probably somewhere here. And if you were to turn this piece of card around, rotate it around the North Pole, just exactly what would fall on this 33rd degree here. Well. Fortunately, I don't have a copy of the map. I could work out 33 and do some rough calculations, but it wouldn't be very accurate, would it? Anyway, folks, there you are. This can be downloaded, by the way. It's got on it the Boston Public Library stamp. There are a variety of different links to this map. There's one that's not very good, and one I found eventually after downloading a couple of them to be very clear, which is this one here. So there we are, folks, and thanks for listening. I managed to get through that without saying fuck once. Things are looking up, aren't they?